Hello, I'm Executive Chef Joseph Schutze. Welcome to our kitchen. Today's demonstration is a request from a subscriber, VVG6111. They had asked about Indian cuisine and lamb dishes in particular. Today's dish that I'm going to prepare is happens to be one of my favorites. It comes from the Kashmiri region. It's the furthest northern region or furthest northern state of India. The dish is called Rogan Josh. Rogan translates to paint with, and Josh means anger. So to paint with anger. As you probably guessed, this dish can be spicy. On the spice level, I'm gonna tone it to kind of medium because I want my wife to be able to eat it. However, you can make it as spicy as you like. So join me now as I show you how easy it is to prepare this amazingly flavorful dish. Well, to begin, as you do in most Indian dishes, is marinating the meat. So we will begin with taking our yogurt, put some into a bowl. I'm just using a plain, regular Greek yogurt. Now let's go ahead and add our salt and cayenne pepper. Good, mix it around until it's a smooth paste. Now that everything's incorporated, let's go ahead and add our lamb. I recommend using lamb shoulder or lamb leg. Feel free to use anything you like. You could use lamb chops if you wanted to. Bone in or boneless doesn't really matter. Bone in, of course, is going to yield you a lot more flavor, but nothing wrong with boneless meat. So now I will mix this around until all the meat is completely coated with the yogurt. We're now going to set this into I'm going to wrap it with plastic wrap, put it into the refrigerator, and allow it to chill no less than 4 hours, or allow it to marinate no less than 4 hours. So to begin our cooking process, let's get a pan over medium-high heat, and we're going to add some mustard oil. Give it a turn just to check the viscosity and see how hot we are. A good little trick too is also if you take a little water on your fingertip, starting to get a little sizzle, that's what you're looking for. Next, we're going to add our black cumin seed, whole clove, cinnamon, and fennel seed if you're using whole fennel seed. If you're using ground fennel, no problem. Do not add it at this time. Save it for when we add the sugar and the ginger later in the cooking process. And last but not least is our black cardamom. There are 3 types of cardamom: white, green, and black. White is very, very mild. The green is middle of the road, very aromatic with like citrusy, almost coriander type of aroma. And the black is something special. This thing actually has smoky characteristics to it. So let's add this, and it should start to sizzle. And almost immediately, you are getting all of these aromatics coming into the air. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to allow this to cook for a minute or so and really develop the flavors into the oil. There we go, our minute is up. Starting to develop a little more smoke. We definitely don't want to burn anything. So now let's add our lamb. Now we add our water. I'm going to turn the heat down to medium. And we're going to go ahead and allow this to simmer for about 20-30 minutes. Well, here we are after about 20 minutes. Liquid is reducing. Now what I'm going to do is add sugar, ginger paste, and some Kashmiri red chili powder. Go ahead and stir this. make certain that the chili powder gets all dissolved in the sugar and everything mixed around. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the lid on, but not all the way. I'm only going to leave it cracked a little bit because I do want some of the water to steam to escape, and that way as it reduces, it concentrates the flavor and also thickens the sauce. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Yeah, look at how it's already reducing, thickening up a little from the sugar. So what we will do, we're not sticking to the bottom, we're not burning, looking good. So I'm gonna turn it down very, very low, put our lid back on it. What we're gonna do is give it about 5 more minutes. We're gonna test the meat for doneness, adjust the salt levels, and if we're good to go, we're ready for service. Well, there you have my Rogan Josh, Kashmiri classic. Very easy as far as curries go. Yes, of course, there are many ingredients to it. There are shortcuts. I mean to say a shortcut is if you cook Indian food often, more than once per month, I recommend making spices mixtures in batch. Just have, a half a cup worth or a cup's worth to last you, and continuously grind them fresh and whatnot. That way they still stay aromatic and pungent. Nothing better than fresh spices and herbs. As they sit, they start to degrade. Note that the recipe is accurate, but if you look at the video and the picture, the black cumin seed, I think there's a little too much in there. I accidentally put 2 tablespoons instead of 2 teaspoons. But the flavor looks nice, the flavor is really good, and it came out great. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's demonstration. Give it a shot. Let me know how it works out for you, what you think. We enjoy it, and I'm sure you will too. Thank you very much. You enjoy it.